Hi, welcome to another tutorial with Dylan James Torah. We're going to continue with the one we started Saturday, which is Raj. And yeah, we're going to dive into instruction this day. Okay, so to set things off, be sure to check out the basic Raj video. It's linked up here at the top. Hit that if you haven't seen that, watch that first. It's where we built the pattern. But in reality, you could watch this one by itself. We're going to start by talking about how I want to lay this out. I'm going to have the intro, verse 1, chorus, bridge, verse 2, chorus, quote unquote breakdown, and chorus. Now, a lot of songs have an outro, and this one could too, but I like ending the chorus. When we get to the last chorus, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so first 8 bars for me, what I'm going to choose to do is the intro. Now, the intro is very simple. It just, let's see. Okay, anyways, it is very simple. Just some hats, and some perk for this pad or organ. Let's have a little listen. So that's what I have for the intro. Just basic with the chords, and bam. And then verse 2 is where things start a little different. Now, if you notice, it's the same. And this is pattern 1. We're in pattern 3. Now, the order is not right for the beat. Because 1 is here, 2, 3, 4 is later on, so it's kind of a hodgepodge of numbers. So basically, for the first one, I chose to make it like very simple. And then all we do is bring the bass in and change the beat a little bit. So listen, this is verse 1. So verse 1, 16 bars. Then we're up to 24 bars. So we really start at 25. And here is the chorus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the chorus. I'm just going to let the bridge play. So 8 bars of chorus, 8 bars of the bridge. Chorus. Bridge. Okay, so that was the chorus and the bridge, 16 bars together. And now we're on to verse 2. Now I did something a little different in verse 2. Verse 1 started with the drum beat and the organ or pad. So that level is here. Verse 2, excuse me, also in verse 1, we start out with the organ and pad. Excuse me. We'll take a look. The drums and pad. And then we always know the pad and drums bring in the bass. Now I did the opposite of verse oops. Verse 2, we start with the beat, the bass, and then we bring in the organ pad. But I did something else a little different. The end of the beat, verse 2, really dropped out the whole beat. It can be for dramatic effect. It can be just for some neatness, something made it a little different. Which that could have been enough to make it different for the second verse. But I don't like the first verse and the second verse to be too similar because they're not the chorus. That's pretty much the only reason I need. So here is verse 2. Okay, so that was verse 2. And then, of course, did you pay attention? This part where it just drops out. I love that part. Just something about that little drop. No beat and then period. Sometimes that's a technique. You listen to some older hip hop, like older Nas. Sometimes they'll have a drop out, no beat. And then just continues forward. So, I'm talking about this quote unquote breakdown. A lot of breakdowns, somewhere in the middle of the song, it goes down to almost nothing. I didn't do that this time. I still have the main instrument elements there, but I took out the beat for the first 8 bars of the breakdown. The second 8 bars, I bring in the hat slash perk combo from the intro. So let's have a listen to 16 bars of the quote unquote breakdown. That's what I call a breakdown. Could be different. I might add some as I get into the next stage of the song. I mean, I'll show it to you again in another video here eventually, but automation, there's going to be a difference there. Maybe some gating for the synth, just be the pad. Maybe just some reverb automation or something creative, filtering, flanger. You name it, sky's the limit. But we're going to listen to the very last chorus. And the end of the song, here I ended it. So here it is. And that's how I intend on ending it. Now, that whole idea can change. And the way I've structured it is in no way the rule, because the best part about music, as far as I'm concerned, you have beyond the laws of music theory and keeping everything in key, there are no rules. So as far as I'm concerned, anything that's not metal or punk music is not music past 220 or 240 BPM. That's a rule. Follow that one. And the only other rule I have is practice. If you want to learn how to do this, you need to practice. There's a YouTube video on here. The guy goes, "Hey, make good music without ever practicing." That is a bunch of shit. I've been doing this for 10 years. Every day's practice. So whether it be 10 minutes, I'm practicing some technique. So whatever that guy says, don't listen. He's I don't know what he is, but he's a snake oil salesman. That's what he is. Don't buy any. Anyways, that is garage, basic garage. Now I have a song that I'm working on. Several, maybe a whole album. Well, not so much an album as a EP. Whole garage. Whole like tales from the garage. Some shit. The toolbox sessions. Get out your sockets. Anyways, that's for the future. Right now, I hope y'all enjoyed my video. You come back for more. I'm not sure what the Saturday video will be. Could be a production video. So I might pause the genre specific videos for a couple weeks. And maybe not. You'll find out on Saturday. You tune into my video. So do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, do all the cool things. Reach out to me on social media. I'd love a follow. I'd love a conversation about music. Hit me up. As I said, Saturday, not sure. Maybe come up with a video for the more advanced lesson on chords. Here was the first video, right up here at the top. And be sure to check out all my other videos, including the motivation videos like yesterday's Monday motivation. Because I want to motivate you to work. Do your music, do your art, do whatever. Anyways, that's all I want to say for this video. As I said, practice. Practice everything. Be your best friend. Don't listen to that guy that says don't practice. Anyways, that's it. So, much love and peace to you. Until next time, later.